For years they were never able to fight on a platform this big, and it seems like the ones that are getting the opportunity are certainly making the most of it. Some big strikes landed in that exchange. Zouak chasing Bunmi down.
Big shots there by Zouak, big right hand. Ojewole starting to cover up.
Oh, man. Almost thought she was going to stomp her. I'm like, oh, damn,
Minute remaining in this round.
Zouak is hunting. She is looking to put away Ojewole. Ojewole is going to get up to her feet, but then step back down. Zouak can close distance quickly. She smells blood right now, Dirk.
Big shot. Well timed. You see so
accuracy.
many people actually overcook those, but she took her time, waited for the shot, and just exploded into it.
Well, she's right in her corner as well, so she's getting direct instructions from her coach. And Christian Mapumbu is a guy that you definitely want to get instructions for, a guy that's won championships all over the world.
Big hammer fist. She is nasty as Zouak.
These two are fun to watch.
Yeah, this is a proper fight. 10 seconds remain.
10.
Zouak and Ojewole here, final seconds of round number 1. They are battling it out. And Bunmi's going to be able to go to her corner
it sucks to be stuck on the
regroup.
ground like that.
But that exchange right there, that last minute, may have given Zouak the round just from that.
She probably still, and she had 2 great takedowns
Yeah,
as well to
did.
boot, so certainly a massive round for her.
But still very, very close as well. Ojewole definitely had her moments. She got her takedowns as well.
She landed a very clean shot as well.
Very, very well matched. Graham Cartmel can pat himself on the back. It's time for the Restonic action replay, and we can see a little bit more of this action.
Here's that first hip throw, just absolutely textbook.
Oh, snap.
But you can really fall your wind out if you don't expect those things coming and be in an awkward position. There's a massive right hand.
I know, I didn't see it coming.
And once again, I believe you're going to see another throw. Well done. And it just translates so perfectly inside of the cage. Of course, Ronda Rousey, one of the biggest judo practitioners that had so much success inside of a cage or inside of MMA. And now you have somebody like Zouak that's doing the same thing. It's a great base for the sport.
Absolutely, it's an incredible base. And there's actually not a lot of people that are able to get that.
Okay, round number 2, let's go.
MMA because you don't have the gi to grip.
I get a feeling she's going to win, though. The one in the burgundy.
Zouak, at least, in my mind, has done it absolutely perfect.
Oh, yeah, I get a feeling she's going to win.
Chasing Bunmi down.
Zouak not wasting any time at all.
You know what they're going to say in the comments. You got all that muscle for nothing.
She wants to put away Ojewole. Kick right to the kneecap there. That's dangerous.
Backs away. She's happy to keep it standing as Zouak. Close the distance, maybe get 1 or 2 throws, get into a good position. Big left hand.
Here we go. Zouak.
Yeah, she definitely going to win.
Going after it again. A knee to the body.
Just pushing her. Almost ragdolling down to the deck. She is absolutely legit. Looking to finish it.
It's over. It's over.
Can Ojewole hit?
So what we got here says heated women's MMA fight. Heated, so I guess that means they have beef. We got somebody named Rizlen Zouak versus Bunmi Ojewole. What the heck? So I'm guessing both of those women are foreign, very much foreign with those names. Let's see what happens. World Star don't have anything on this. Or do it.
It is the bone bender, Bunmi Ojewole.
All right.
Taking on Rizlen Zouak.
Good to go? Bunmi, you good to go? Let's fight.
Biggest War gets us started here. Round number 1. Round 1 brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink. In the black with the dark red trim is Zouak with the black and the red shorts. That is the bone bender. You're not supposed to bend bones, I don't think.
Ooh.
Well, they're not really
like those
made
don't
to
really
bend.
go together, right?
Zouak comes out in the southpaw stance. Bunmi in the orthodox stance. You got to think with 2 girls that have really strong different disciplines in the ground. It's a matter of time before this gets taken down.
So one's left-handed.
Well, usually, they may cancel each other out, and it might be the striking that makes a difference. Zouak going after it, swarming.
Scramble by Zouak, very, very efficient.
Damn.
But Bunmi so strong. And Zouak in the scramble looks to get the top position again.
Scary lady is Bunmi Ojewole. So powerful, so strong.
Has to watch out for the guillotine.
And she pushes Zouak up against the fence with Zouak.
Oh, man.
Goodness, that is the high-level judo we spoke
Shit, might be over right there.
That's Olympic-style judo right there.
Wow, textbook.
That was a gorgeous throw.
Trying to trap the arm here, and Bunmi is trying to get on top of the wall and try and push out of this position. Imagine getting into a fight with somebody that uses those type of techniques in the street. You're screwed. You might as well just run. Manages to do so.
Wow, and take a look at that. The strength of Zouak, able to keep Bunmi down, which is not easy to do.
Well,
she's very explosive.
Judo is such a physically taxing sport, with grabbing your opponent on the gi and sort of just all the throws and all the different maneuvers and things. So certainly physically very, very strong is Zouak, and someone that's used to competing at a frantic pace in a physically demanding sport. You can hear the applause from the crowd and appreciation.
The crowd loves it. Exactly, they appreciate it.
That was technically probably the most sound fight we've had so far tonight. Everything else has been slobber knockers all over the place. Massive right hand.
Speaking of slobber knockers, there's a huge right hand
by
the place. Massive right hand.
Wow.
Fight we've had so far tonight. Everything else has been slobber knockers all over the place. Massive right hand.
Speaking of slobber knockers,
wait, I don't know what just happened. Did somebody get kicked or punched? Oh, punch. Oh,
Speaking
shoot.
of slobber knockers, there's a huge right hand by Ojewole.
So she's a striker. The other girl is more of a
right
grappler.
hand just misses.
Which is very important. You have to be a grappler in this. Come out the gun, you have to know some grappling.
So good. It is textbook. It is power.
You might just lose.
Now looking to throw that elbow on the side of the face of Bunmi.
If you have that base to be able to just close the distance, get into the clinch, and pop up, your opponent goes down in the scramble, in the control, and now Bunmi has the top position. She can now start working an offense here if Zouak allows her to.
Trading momentum between these two ladies. Ojewole now sitting in the guard of Zouak. Now, they're obviously not the same thing when you talk about jiu-jitsu and judo, but there are a lot of things that are very, very similar.
A lot of similarities, yeah, absolutely.
So they really are canceling each other out. Nobody really getting a true advantage here. It's been back and forth between these two.
But this is probably the best position that Bunmi has had so far in this fight, with 1:45 remaining in this first round.
Keep in mind, whoever wins this is going to most likely have to come down.
Power of Zouak to just push her off and not scared to stand and trade.
What a face-off between these two ladies as the fans watch on, eagerly enjoying the action.
We've seen time and time again the ladies leave it all inside this hexagon.
Now, this seems like there's no quit.
For years, they were never able to fight on a platform this big, and it seems like the ones that are getting the opportunity are certainly making the most of it. Some big strikes landed in that exchange. Zouak chasing.
Wow. Big shots there by Zouak. Big right hand. Ojewole starting to cover up.
Minute remaining in this round.
Zouak is hunting. She is looking to put away Ojewole. Ojewole is going to get up to her feet, but then step back down. Zouak can close distance quickly. She smells blood right now, Dirk.
Big shot.
He said Dirk.
You see so many people actually overcook those, but she took her time, waited for the shot, and just exploded into it.
Well, she's right in her corner as well, so she's getting direct instructions from her coach. And Christian Mapumbu is a guy that you definitely want to get instructions for, a guy that's won championships all over the world.
Big hammer fist. She is nasty as Zouak.
Did it land?
These two are fun to watch.
Yeah, this is a proper fight. 10 seconds remain.
Zouak and Ojewole here, final seconds of round number 1. They are battling it out. And Bunmi's going to be able to go to her corner and regroup. But that exchange right there, that last minute, may have given Zouak the round just for that.
She probably still, and she had 2 great takedowns as well.
Yeah, too much muscle
certainly
not
a
to be
massive
able
round
to
for her.
grapple somebody.
But it's still very, very close as well. Ojewole definitely had her moment. She got her takedown
She
as well.
landed a very clean shot as well.
Very, very well matched.
That's what she need to do.
Graham Cartmel can pat herself on the back.
That's what she need to do.
It's time for the Restonic action replay, and we can see a little bit more of this action.
Yes, that first hip throw, just absolutely
out of nowhere.
textbook. But you can really fall your wind out if you don't expect those things coming and be in an awkward position. There's a massive right-handed landed.
And once again, I believe you're going to see another throw.
And it'd probably been harder if it was a hook.
Well done. And it just
sometimes,
so
them
perfectly
jabs
inside of the cage.
Sometimes.
Of course, Ronda Rousey, one of the biggest judo practitioners that had so much success inside of a cage or inside of MMA. And now you have somebody like Zouak that's doing the same thing.
Burgundy might win, though. I don't know.
It's a great base for the sport.
That grappler, I think she might win. That's
and there's actually not a lot of people that are able to get that translating perfectly for MMA because you don't have the gi to grip onto. It takes some getting used to.
You better strike like
Zouak, at least,
that girl?
in my mind, has done it absolutely perfectly. She's chasing
that one girl's name. The one that beat Ronda.
Not wasting any time at all. She is going after the kill. She wants to put away Ojewole. Kick right to the kneecap there. That's dangerous.
Backs away. She's happy to keep it standing as Zouak. Close the distance, maybe get 1 or 2 throws, get into a good position. Big left hand.
Here we go. Zouak going after it again. A knee to the body.
And just pushing her. Almost ragdolling her down to the deck. She is absolutely legit. Looking to finish it now. Big hand.
I think it's probably over.
Ojewole hang in there. She has to defend herself.
On top of the action.
There's another one. Rizlen Zouak is battering the bone bender.
I think this might be it, Cyrus. If she can she's just covering up at the moment. She has to do something. She'll have to show the referee something.
Another hammer fist, and that's going to be it.
That has to be it.
Absolutely.
Oh,
there it is.
Just like I said, the one in the Burgundy won.
Got it done. The Lioness on the prowl, getting her first victory in the EFC. That was impressive, Dirk. Loved everything about that victory.
Very impressive. She is absolutely for real. Breathes a whole lot of life into this women's division.
Exactly.
Man, I'm excited to watch her fight again. That was incredibly impressive.
Yeah, very, very fun to watch, and it's definitely going to put this division on notice. And there's not a whole lot of ladies in our women's bantamweight division, but it's growing. I know the organization's wanting to bring in more talent, and Zouak's going to be right there on the top of the heap.
Yeah, that was as good a performance as you're going to see. Clinical. Just so good. She made very few, if any, mistakes.
Has to be
knew what she came out here to do, and she certainly brought the fight to the physically bigger Ojewole, and she looked very impressive.
Well, I'm very excited to see Ojewole come back as well. I think she has a lot of potential. I think she's going to continue to well-round that game,
she must
and
be
I think she's going to come back.
She got all that muscle.
Very, very well.
Bruh.
Well, let's take a look of how it all went down here. It's your action replay brought to you by Restonic Mattresses. Take a look at that.
This is really beginning of the end.
Moments.
Beginning of the end. Zouak had her in a compromised position, and she was throwing those hammer fists one after the other. Referee Vicker Swart right on top of the action. Told her to move, told her to show him something. She wasn't able to. Gets the stoppage.
Yeah, she was stuck.
Great performance.
Like a truck in mud, she was stuck.
And that is your action replay brought to you by Restonic Mattresses, crafting quality beds since 1938. Let's send it up to Shane the Duke Wellington to make it all official.
Rizlen, or whatever her name is, she is victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vicker Swart has called a stop to this contest. 1 minute and 8 seconds into round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO due to strikes, Rizlen, the Lioness of the Atlas, Zouak.
All right. Man, what a handshake at, bro? No handshake?
There it is. Rizlen Zouak getting it done.
Normally we get handshakes after this. No handshake?
Getting the celebration in there with her.
Was it so fast that I missed it? Bring it back.
one, the Lioness of the Atlas, Zouak.
I mean, she was looking like. I guess you didn't see one. Then she just looked back again.
Rizlen Zouak getting it done.
Wow,
what a victory. She take a seat, getting the celebration in there with her coaches and her teammates. She came in, she conquered here in South Africa, and she will no doubt be making a huge impact
this happened in South Africa.
Here in the Extreme Fighting Championship. Rizlen Zouak showing
love
to the crowd, and the crowd showing the love right back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we still have plenty more to come. We are getting that much closer to our main
What happened?
Card and our 3 title fights. Keep it right here. This is EFC 62.
Hey, she won though. He said EFC what?
Keep it right here. This is EFC 62.
What do you mean by 62? The channel, or like is that the 60-second fight, or I don't know. Said they got over 150 athletes exclusively contracted to the organization, viewed in over 600 million homes worldwide. Yeah. What they saying in the comments? I know somebody gonna say, man, she got all that muscle for nothing. Oh, what I say? Just having muscles obviously doesn't equal, you know that, unless you're Batista or freaking Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley. Those guys are straight up mesomorphs, and they operate like machines when it comes to the octagon. But Batista, I haven't seen it yet, but you know, Bobby and Brock, oh man, those dudes are dangerous. Man, I knew somebody was gonna say that. Having muscle obviously doesn't equal skill. No, it doesn't. You're right, it doesn't. Somebody said she controlled the fight from start. I'm like, what the heck? So it wasn't windy. I'm saying, looked calm as she gave home girl. Yes. The hammer fist was on point. Not slapping, nice work. Yeah. The other girl must be a beginner or something. She must be a beginner, man. Somebody said muscle versus technique. Facts. Technique wins. That's the magic of MMA. They said muscular bodies normally aren't great for fighting, with the exception of the really small guys. I don't know, man. I think you need some type of muscle, because like I said, man, you got cats like Brock and Bobby, Batista, and all these dudes. Morocco known for fierce fighters of both men and women. That judo throws, the judo, and you know, technique wins. Yeah, it does. You know, like Bruce Lee had better technique than Chuck Norris on that movie, and he won. Cause they are both, I think, pretty equal in strength. So Zouak. Yeah, I ain't reading that. The fic. I don't roll like that. I try to roll for the kingdom or the Most High. I don't know why, but hey, I kind of figured there would be comments like that. In the beginning, the ref's face said, "I don't know if this is good." Probably, I didn't catch it. The girl was kind of scared. You could tell she was scared. But at the same time, I respect her for being in there still and finishing the fight. Although it seemed like she was kind of scared. You know what I'm saying? Which happens. It happens. It comes to show you don't have to. See, so many people mention that muscles. Muscles gonna help though, bro. Supposed to she look good. So I'm saying, in my opinion, muscles. In my opinion, she had muscles, but she wasn't defined like her opponent. Exactly. You need muscles. I thought her arms were bigger than normal. Yeah. They act like the girl small that won. The fick? No. Matter of fact, after they showed the tails of the table, after they showed that, if I had to guess, she probably like 140-ish, 150-ish. That's not little for a woman. Not really. 120 is already average for one. Except today. Today, average size for a woman is 160. It's because a lot of them are tortoise. I hate to say it, but it's true. I boxed for 3 years as a kid. You're 100% correct. We only boxed 3 rounds per fight. But one day for 3 rounds, I got totally schooled in a sweet science by a skinny guy for 3 rounds. I don't know, man. I don't know about this skinny thing. He must have been tall. He must have been tall with it. But then sometimes, I don't know. When they short and skinny, they can throw down too. I don't know. Somebody said, but she has muscles too. I'm saying. She just didn't have as much muscle. Oh, she probably did have as much muscle. She probably just had more body fat than the other woman. First of all that strong A-word man just, bruh, call the girl a man. Come on, man. Don't do it like that. Also, bigger muscles never indicated more strength. Shoot, I think she do have more strength than her. She just didn't have as much speed. She didn't have enough speed or technique. Clearly, you never lift a weight in your life. High reps, low weight for size, and low reps, high weights for strength. That's true though. That's true. But people that lift heavy, bro, they be bulky. They do not be out of shape. They don't be skinny, or do they be fat? No. They be muscular, but with a thick layer of fat over it. You know, like Otis from WWE, or Mark Henry, or how Braun Strowman used to be built, but Braun Strowman is shredded now. But how he used to be built, like he had like muscle, but it was a little bit of fat over it. And that's how you gotta be, because you gotta eat a whole lot. All that. I mean, you're powerlifting and all that. But he right though. Yeah, like people that's shredded, I think they lift like lower weight. But it's more safe for you. Don't lift lower weight all the time, and don't lift it too low. You gotta have something that's challenging enough. I ain't no expert, but it's common sense. You do that ego lift, that shoot. You end up on a shelf for about a few months with a cast on your arm or your leg. I take it that you didn't notice her size. The same way a big heave man is strong as heck, and she took her to the ground. So I said, what do you say? For the technique, she clearly has a good judo base, which is why I take her down. So wait, what do you mean you take her down? What are you talking about? So I said the other girl had more muscles in her legs than that's probably what it was too. Yeah, she did have pretty big legs. Yeah. So I said, yes, sir. Muscle requires oxygen. You want to be a bodybuilder? Train in bodybuilding. You want to be a fighter? Focus on technique and cardio. That's what I was thinking too. If somebody said that she wasn't out of breath at all, she must do a lot of cardio. Muscles don't really win fights. There's no punch from the lower body. Anyway, comes from the lower body. So I said staged. Hey, you never know. You never know. You gotta do what you gotta do. I ain't gonna lie, it almost didn't seem like a real fight to me. How she was just, looked like she was kind of flinching a little bit, kind of scared. I was like, I don't know. I ain't saying it rigged, but I don't know. I don't know. I heard that one big dude, he be like getting paid to lose. What's his name? Bob Sapp. Dude big as heck. Big 300-pound dude. Let me see, can I find this guy? Let me see. I think that's his name. Let's see. Yeah. Weight. Yeah, what's his weight and height? Is that how huge this dude is? They said this dude lose so many fights, bruh. They say he lose so many fights. I mean, that's what they be saying. A dude that big, bro, him losing fights, he got paid. I'm sorry, he got paid. I ain't saying the girl in this fight got paid, but you never know. Some people like, shoot, I ain't trying to get beat on for real. I just collect this check and make it look like I got beat on. Oh, look, Mom. Look, Dad, I'm an actress. I'm an actor. Wait a minute, son. I thought you was fighting for real. Oh yeah, I am fighting for real. You just said you was an actor. Well, I was kidding. Somebody said, who the F is this bodybuilder you're referring to? Seriously, what's wrong with some of you? You obviously need to go look up women bodybuilders. Stop referring to a skinny, lean girl as a bodybuilder. Good point. Bodybuilding women, most of them are bigger than that girl. Unless they're natural. If they're a natural bodybuilder, then I don't think so. Except not one of them are even close to the size of a woman body, far from it. Somebody said, I do bodybuilding. You know there are divisions. Maybe don't speak on matters you're ignorant of. I was talking about Miss Olympia. I think he was thinking about Miss Olympia when he said that. Yeah. Damn, boy, they talking a lot. Y'all play too much. So I can't believe she, bro, don't do that. Y'all play too much. Someone said, dude, I'm out, bro. Y'all see what this dude said, bro? Look at that. He must be being sarcastic. Yo, I'm out, bro. I'm out. Hey, yo, look what they said right now. Someone said, I kicked to the. I ain't saying that. I kicked to the in the first round. Might have something to do with it. I mean, I think a kick to the vagina still hurts, though, if you ask me. I'm not sure, but I think it hurts. I'm just guessing that it hurts. There's no way it feels good. Not at all. Especially if your big toe catches the clitoris. Be like a hard hit. Hey. Yeah, about to end this video in a few minutes. And I'm going to leave y'all with a verse or two, like I always do. You know what I'm saying? Damn, but those boys off the chain in them comments, man. Come on, man. Y'all could be nicer than that. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got Galatians 6:9 right here. And it says, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You know, both of these women, they are making an honest living. They're not going out like a whole lot of harlots all today that go about it the wrong way, making mom and dad just the whole opposite of proud. A sad sight to behold. Very sad. But yeah, she don't need to give up. You know, she lost. She lost. She don't need to give up. Eventually, she'll win. Eventually. And how dare those commenters? How dare they? How dare they? We got 2 Chronicles 15:7. But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. Kind of sound like the other verse I just read now. Yeah. Sometimes that happens in the scriptures. You have verses that have been quoted from previous books from centuries before. Why? Because the truth does not change, man. You can change the way you say it, but it's going to still be the truth, right? It's going to still be the truth. So, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, you have to stay strong out here and not give up. Like a true warrior does, okay? Like a true warrior does. Of course, we have this final one that I've always read. You know what I'm saying? I was reading this before I started showing it on the screen. You know, it took me a while to figure out that I can show it on the screen. I was like, okay. It's a little easy once you learn how to do it. And it goes for the whole world, this one right here. Whether you lose a lot or whether you win a lot. If your faith ain't right, in the end it means nothing. Nothing. And it's John 3:36 right here. Whoever believes in the Son has eternal life, but whoever rejects the Son will not see life, for God's wrath remains on them. Simple as that. You don't want the Most High's wrath to remain on top of you. Heck no. You know what I'm saying? It was already bad enough. The girl getting pummeled. The girl was on top of her, right? And that's a person on top of you. That's just a person. You know? Some people, they would feel extreme fear because of that. But a person being on top of you, punching you or stumping you, is nothing compared to the wrath of the Most High being on top of you. And just squashing you down into a pit of just excrement and sulfur and flames that you cannot put out with no amount of rainwater. It's so hot down there, the Lord can send the same amount of water that was in the great flood in Noah's time. It still won't put that flame out. Still won't. It won't become close. It disappear like that. That's how hot it is down there. So this is important. But it's up to you. You can do whatever the heck you want to do. Like the Hodge friends used to say. Right? Do whatever you want to do. Those are some funny times. These days, things are getting very serious, though. Very serious. But that's a whole different topic. That was a heck of a fight. Slap anarchy indeed, like the dude said. I'm about to be up out of here, man. Yeah. Blessings and peace upon you all. Yeah. See ya.